Welcome to Investor XP. This is the news show that covers investing for gamers. Our message? We want gamers to become investors and secure their future. We believe that gamers like yourselves have strong, intelligent communities that allow the cultivation of ideas, and that gives you a distinct edge in the stock market. This show we discuss investment ideas focused around gaming, entertainment, and technology. I'm not a professional analyst, but I am retired under the age of 40 because of investing, and I want to help you build a better financial future. You can track my stock picks from the show on our website, investorxp.com. You can also see exactly what I'm investing in at kidbrokers.com. I'm building my kids' college fund with the very stocks we discuss on this show. It's Monday, April 10th, and we have got a lot to talk about today on the show, so let's just get started with a quick portfolio update. Stocks were up today right out of the gate. They settled back down and they look like they're pushing upward again at the moment. So let's just pull up the old portfolio here. Right now, this is the stocks that we own. This is actually my kids' college fund. Stocks we talk about on the show, those are the ones we invest in. And we keep a running tally just to show you how our picks are doing. And GameStop is down 7%. It's our big loser right now. Apple's way up. Nintendo's way up. AT&T is dipped into the red a little bit. WWE's down 1%. Qualcomm has slipped into the red a little. Collectors Universe is up 3%. And Seagate is up 6%. Activision up almost 9%. You can see all the stocks that we own in our ticker below. That's actually close to real-time quote as you get. This portfolio I update when I'm getting ready for the show, and we update it on the websites about once a week. So that's where we are market-wise today. So United Airlines, and I will tie this into gaming. We normally don't talk about this type of stuff, but United Airlines dragged a passenger off the flight today. They were overbooked, and it is a firestorm right now on Twitter on this. Now, United was in the news, I don't know, a week or two ago about they kicked a passenger off because of wearing leggings. Now, to me, that wasn't a very big deal. I know people that fly the way this person was going to fly, and you do have to follow the guidelines for United sets out as far as dress code, because you're kind of flying as someone who works for United. You have to follow those same dress codes. So I thought that was kind of blown up out of proportion. It didn't really, no big deal to me, but today this was certainly a huge deal, and man, someone needs to be fired over at United. Whoever decided on this, let me pull it up here. Twitter is just like blowing up pretty bad on United. Passenger was dragged off, and you can see people's reactions. So their flight was full. They wanted to put on some United workers onto the flight. So they literally dragged this guy off. You can find the videos. They're all over the place. And it's very interesting to see people's reactions. A lot of HR people are posting on Twitter here that this is like a fascinating case to them. But yeah, people have got leggings jokes in there. I've been watching this all day, people's reaction to this. As you can see, the guy, I'm curious, and this may be a bad thing to say, but I wonder if one of the things, and he's a doctor, apparently a fairly prominent doctor or something, I wonder if English isn't his first language, and there was maybe some confusion, because basically they said, all right, no one's volunteering to get off the flight, so we're going to pick people at random. And this guy wouldn't get off the plane because he has patients to go see. And they just forcibly just dragged his ass off the plane. he probably does speak better English than me, but I mean, Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable. Watch the video. They literally, like, people are gasping as they're dragging this guy off, but people are saying, ban United, things like that, and it's pretty big backlash. They're hoping their stock plummets and stuff. So, my thoughts on this is when I initially saw this, I was looking at the video. My first thought was, well, shit, I'd just get off and I'd leave the plane. I'd be like, screw you, United. As it settled in and I started thinking about it, I thought, I would sit there like everyone else on that flight. My first reaction is, F you, I'm getting off the plane. You don't treat people like this or some nonsense like that. But as it really sunk in, you don't really have any options. You're kind of forced. So, yeah, you got to be somewhere. You just spent, hundreds of dollars on a plane ticket. You're going to sit there and keep your mouth shut and say, well, thank God that wasn't me. So I don't like to talk about politics on this at all, but to me this really shows us. The one time we did talk about politics was talking about the infrastructure and what stocks would be good, if Trump gets this infrastructure all overhaul in place. And companies like Apple, Qualcomm, those people that have a lot of cash to be able to use on that, I think will be in a good position. But to me, that was the first thing that came off the top of my head was we need to overhaul our infrastructure so we're not so dependent on the airlines. Flying is, I used to fly a lot in the position that I was in, every week, flying somewhere, a lot of traveling, and people I worked with would always joke to me because they'd be like, you're afraid of flying or something, because you hate it so much. But it wasn't that I was afraid of flying, it was the fact that flying sucks so much in that the whole experience is terrible. You get on this plane, everyone in the airport, everyone around is always like agitated. You're always rushing to go places, and when you're on the plane itself flying, it's like a rickety old bus. You're crammed in there. So it wasn't that I was afraid of flying, it was just that the experience in flying sucks. And we really need to get fast trains, whatever, out there so we're not so dependent on flying. Ultimately, I think what's going to happen is people are going to forget about this. United has hardly said, they've said nothing really about the incident. They basically said, go talk to the police about it or whatever. They haven't really apologized, and basically it's a big F you, these are our policies. So if you buy a ticket and we overbook it and we want to put our folks on there, we'll just drag you off. Which is the most insane thing ever. But how does this tie into gaming? People are going to forget about United Airlines. Absolutely. 100%. I think this is just going to die down. It'll go away. Right now, everyone's saying, boycott them, F them. Their stock, through all of this, when it's as hot as could possibly be, their stock is up right now. It's up a decent amount. Here it is throughout the day. You can see, I think this was right about when the story was breaking. Let me get the right color there. That's about when the story was breaking. And then it went up, and it's gone up. The whole stock market as a whole started retreating here, so it has nothing to do with their stories, but here it is right back up. And, honestly, I don't know what's going to happen to them because people are going to fly their planes and fly on their planes because people are going to get the cheapest tickets. So very interested to see how United plays this going forward. I think people are going to forget about it. It's going to be swept under the rug. Now, in the video game industry, this would never fly. Something like this happened, the gaming communities would see to it that this doesn't happen. United would be out of business. One thing we've talked about it before. Ubisoft, we've been pretty critical of their games and the quality of their games that they put out. And we've talked about outages on the PlayStation Network, outages on Xbox Live, things like that. And, we've been pretty critical about how they've been dealt with from those companies. And you look back in hindsight to how well Microsoft communicates when there's an issue. They are all over it whenever there's an outage. Same thing with PlayStation. And actually, considering the issues that Ubisoft's had, they've actually communicated fairly well when you start comparing video game industry companies versus other companies like, in this particular case, United Airlines. We have become so spoiled with how the companies communicate with us with problems that we see. Instantaneous is almost not good enough for gaming communities, and I've said it. The whole reason why we do the show and everything is to show, people, gamers, creators, people like that need to start investing because we have an edge, certain insights that analysts don't have. And it makes me happy to see these companies that I invest in start comparing their customer service with other companies' customer service. And it's an absolute joke. The gaming industry's companies, their customer service is far and away better. And I think it has a lot to do with gaming communities driving that. Our expectations are so high with the product that we have for a $60 game, a $70 game. We don't put up with anything, and the world is going to fly United after this guy gets dragged out, and I don't think anything's really going to change, to be honest with you. So it's a sad state. I wonder if they got. I'm just checking to see if they have any other zingers that they've posted on Twitter. Go over to Twitter, follow the hashtag United Airlines. There's some funny shit going up there. There's so much of it I can't even pull through it right now on the show. After this incident, United Airlines will never have to worry about a flight being overbooked again. That's funny, but it's probably not going to be true. So there it is. Unbelievable. A lot of HR people are HR people and customer service people, PR people are going through and they're ripping up their response that they had. So I've lost half. I was going to start flagging all of them, but there's just so many of them. I lost it. This lady, it shouldn't laugh. It's kind of funny. This poor lady's reaction as the guy gets dragged by. Jesus, I don't know, but terrible situation for United. Terrible situation for passengers. I think you buy a ticket and you get dragged off the plane. But it gives me the warm and fuzzy on investing in the gaming industry. Certainly as far as PR and customer service goes, we are far and above a lot of companies out there. I mean, could you imagine if Activision told you to go fuck yourself, what the gaming community would do? And that's basically what United did. I mean, we take any little slight from a gaming company if they're not responding, uh, people start doing active boycotts for it. Um, the world's gonna get on Twitter and say ban United, and uh, we'll watch United stock and how it does. I'm certainly not going to invest in it. I don't. Airline stocks to me are crazy investments. They run horribly, horribly run. Even though I think Warren Buffett's investing in a bunch of them, so it shows what I know. But I mean, Jesus Christ, they can't book a plane properly. How do they run their company? I don't know. That's it for today's show. The recaps are going to be up on YouTube. We live stream on Twitch. Recaps, they go up on YouTube. Chat with us live during the show. Prefer interaction live with the show, or you can send us a tweet at InvestorXP. Shoot us an email. It's mail@investorxp.com. Any articles that we discuss on the show, any stock calls, we put up on our web page, investorxp.com. Quick and dirty website. Any stock we talk about, you can pull it up, and you can get the recap, the article that we have there, just to keep us honest on what we're talking about. I hate people that give investment tips and you don't track them. You need to see what I'm saying so you could say, "Wow, this guy's an idiot," or he's actually got some good picks. I want to cultivate a gaming community, so we can start getting some investment ideas across the board. Thanks for the comment, God of Alcohol 10. Very good name too. So check us out. We're live 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central, Monday through Friday. Recaps are up at YouTube. Subscribe. We want to build the channel. We want to build the community. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Leave us feedback. Feedback will help us build the show. And we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.